it doesn't mean you have to put them 6 feet under. So to that extent, I think, we have to make them know that we see what's going on. The other point I was making, oh geez, I forget now. Yeah, man, but I'm glad that the JLP has come out and making these press conferences. I think they should do them more often, until the campaign kicks off. I just think it's important to stay in the present, in the moment, and let people see that you're at work, because that's one of the complaints, that them not seeing any groundwork going on. Although we know that the Prime Minister is out there, giving away houses, but PMP is out there in full force, it seems. So let us get out there more. While Spark is going on, another thing, we can walk and chew gum at the same time. Get the messages out there. And that's what people want. We have to stay in the moment. And yeah, that's how I feel, yeah.
Churchill, I support you. And I'm going to tell the reason why I support you. October 2023, when I saw that the Integrity Commission was making rings around the Prime Minister, nobody wanted to touch it. Nobody at all wanted to touch it. And that's how I started on YouTube. Me don't know nothing about YouTube, me don't know nothing about the social space. That's where I started. And the first week I attacked the IC. The Friday, Seymour Panton run Gaglina, go release a statement and give a interview. Then me jump on Glina RJR TVJ case. And months me dep on in case now. Because you see, sometimes these things are happening right in front of you in plain sight. But the people don't understand. So if we not try to make the people realize, say, this is the difference. Had Cliff Hughes not reported on the Lawrence Rowe matter, we would have never hear it. Even though Lawrence Rowe give the information to TVJ and Glina weeks before and give it to Cliff Hughes, then bury it. So even though we can't go jump down upon them like we're on the battlefield as it gets closer to the election, but we have to draw some parallels. We have to draw some parallels to show people, say, there is some unfairness happening out there. So I support you to that extent there, Churchill.
Protecting Jay, we as bloggers and, on the social media, it's fine for us. But if Marlon, they go, I wouldn't want to use the word attack, but if say criticize, you know what the headline would be. Yeah, they're gonna craft a headline around that. You understand me? Like JLP, Muslim, the media or something. So it's best for them. You understand me?
Yes, yes.
As the brand Jamaica to let us do it. As you said, you did it and you got a great response from Panton. You understand me? So that is where the fight is gonna be. But for them to be on a press conference to seem like they're attacking them, I don't think that would be a wise purpose. But that's just my opinion.
No, I mean, your opinion, you see, all opinions in this case, and that's why discussions are good, because guess what? The truth is, when the politics get closer and closer to an election, it's a very delicate balance. Because there are some things you can do and it cause problem, and there are some things, So me understand from that standpoint. Can I not expect the party to come out, come attack? The moment Andrew Holness say in a parliament, do not attack the IC. Me know say we out here have to go try to show them up. Because you can't have the parliament to make the same law, pass the law, now attack the law. It made sense when Andrew said it. So we out here now have to raise Cain so that the people them who will listen to we and follow we understand that there's something nefarious going on, but the Prime Minister really can't go take it on right in our parliament. Even though if it was to be allowed, everyone Warmington would yam them up, throw them out and shit them out long time. But we out here have to pick it up. So I don't expect Marlon did for jump and glean a case. But there are many cases to make. I may have whole heap more if you put out the Panglina. There are many cases to make. So to the extent where Churchill said we can't ease them up because they are culpable. A lot of the information them have and them are buried. They are burying evidence for the PMP. Joseph Matalan is making sure that he bury the evidence them from Mark Golding. He bury them. He know and nothing reach out there from his hand.
What I was sort of hoping for is for them to address the no propaganda that the PMP is trying to put out there about the Prime Minister's housing program, which a lot of persons have been asking clarity about it. I was hoping that Marlon would have touched on that a little bit and let the people know that it's two different programs that is going on, one from the poor leave and one from the Prime Minister, and explain the difference between the two. I was hoping that he would have done that this morning, because remember that is fresh on the block now. So they come out, so we have to dispel them one by one. So I'm sorry he did not, try to clarify that this morning.
This man deal with it yesterday morning. Maybe through this man deal with it. Him never touch it. Because as we can see, him just focus on the scandal them. So
Churchill, I totally agree with what you said. I also agree with what Protect JA said. I do not see calling out these non-government organizations. I do not see calling them out as an attack on them. And it could have done for them. The same could have been said, because it's the same. Basically, it could have been said about the press. You call them out. You said what you need to said. That wouldn't be an attack on the press. The press, if the press then go and view it as an attack on them, then it's up to them. But it wouldn't have been an attack on them. No one going to war with the press. No one telling any lies on the press. You're stating the fact. They've been derelict in their job. They only come out and put a story that suit the Jamaica Labour Party, that suit the People's National Party. There is nothing out there that come out what's going on for the past few weeks, and they're derelict in their duty, their responsibility to the populace in Jamaica. They've been derelict in it.
Let me make a case.
So I wouldn't view it as an attack on the press if they did say something. They should have said something.
It's not blocking, but let me make a case in point, as Bridget said. And that's why I'm telling you the political communication is very sensitive. Make a case in point. Do you remember the PMP conference? Don't all of the contributors who spoke, especially Damian Crawford, them talk about some things with little sense in it, But after the conference, what were we talking about?
The fact that they bring Vibes Cartel on stage.
All right. We never did a focus on the meat of the matter. So what would have happened this morning if Marlon go up there and attack the press? Tonight, in the news and the whole day, 12 o'clock news, you would hear say the JLP.
I was about to say that.
You wouldn't hear the meat of the matter. And that's why the political communication is very important.
And let me add, remember when the journalist asked about the Clarendon seat, he made it known that our focus is on this present corruption, and as soon as we have sorted out Clarendon situation, the nation will be informed. So they come with the defecting, you can't give them what they're looking for, because we have a main thing to discuss. Let us keep the focus there. So listen to me. I am so happy. Sorry guys for cutting in now, but I finished listening to the Prime Minister. He gave a wonderful address a while ago at the security seminar. He made mention of the fact that since 2022 to 2024, crime has gone down by 51%. You hear what I said? 51%. So these things are something that we have to talk about. I'm proud, and he's also proud, and he's like, listen, we do our best We make sure that our achievements speak for itself. And so I allow the people now to make a decision. You see? And that is the type of politics that we go in. That is the type of politics that he wants in the society, a
Yes,
democratic
I agree with that.
society, as opposed to one that he go about buying and selling vote and all those foolishness. Vote based on policies, good policies, as Dimi corrected me earlier this morning. Vote on good policies and good governance. Getting back to the press conference now. Guys, unnecessary, we are not idiot. The same things that we come on the lives every day from last week, the same concerns are the same thing more than present. We talk about
Yes.
even Protecting J made a video about it. Where are these non-profit organizations that would normally come out about corruption? Where are they? Why are they so quiet as soon as the People's National Party headline is there? Why is it that they're so quiet as questions are being asked about the general secretary of the party? Why are they so quiet to know that the mayor has been giving out money based on that? Nobody never call him name, you know, and him jump up a present letter. So we're asking these questions, and if these people, right, from these entity had spoken, then the gleaner would have take it up long time. Observer would have take it up long time. RJR would have take it up long time. And the other news medias. But these people are also quiet. And so they find other things that they deem important to talk about. But the fact is this. We have been saying it, the party has been hearing it and also saying it. So you see, when all of us are on one accord and we are united, you can just imagine Protecting JA. I mark his word. He said, come election day, Mark Golden name might not be the candidate to go up against the Prime Minister. And as far as I'm seeing it, it looks to be true. You can't be making a presentation. You can't be making a presentation to say, oh, you don't, you know, anky panky, and if the head is full of corruption, that means the river, and you not putting a stop in your party, then it speaks volume when, if, or whatever, let's hypothetically speaking, if you should be in the capacity of the big office.
I'm sorry.
Sure.
Marlon should have gotten that tape. Just like how he played the date and tape. I'm sorry he didn't get that tape of Mark Golden saying those same words about hanky panky and nothing to, to reiterate what he's saying. You hear what the man, I'm sorry he didn't get that tape because he was very precise. He was very clear when he was making that statement. Marlon should have gotten it and played it this morning.
But you see, when the nation, I believe it's a nationwide journalist that asked about the corruption, the overall corruption, especially with our side as well. I love how Marlon answered the question. We're not saying that there is no corruption in the Jamaica Labour Party, but the leader of the party, once he sees a corruption, he deals with it head on. Because at the end of the day, you can't be running an organization that is full of corruption because it reflects poorly on you as the leader. And that is precisely what has happened with the People's Criminal Party. And it seems as if Mark Golden is missing the whole picture. Is he short-sighted to what is happening? But anyways, let us wait and see if there will be another press conference by tomorrow. I don't know if they don't have any more money to pay Gleaner and RJR and
whenever you get a
TJ.
chance,
To
just send somebody. Thank you so much.
Dimi, what were you saying?
So I hear what you say. and other guys, I don't
Oh, mute me, guys. Mute me for a minute, please. Mute me for a minute.
I don't see any downside on the part of the JLP for just showing up the media of their bias. I don't see any downside to that. Because
Tina, lend me a box, little, please. Or Gusto, lend me your box. Sorry, go ahead, Churchill.
No. Not take down Tino. I better take down because Tino just come up. Gusto, I think Gusto business. I can take down Gusto.
yeah, I'm saying I don't see any downside to call out the media. Because remember, the media is supposed to cover both sides, It's supposed to cover both sides. And if one side see that the other one is coming up short, the JLP need to call them out and let them know that the people are relying on them to be balanced and fair going up to the election. And if they're being on one side, I don't see any reason why the Gleaner cannot mention it. I'm not saying you're going to try to destroy them. Just let them know, hey, look.
I agree with you.
Look, we are here. We're seeing what's going on. Be fair and balanced. That's all we ask because we know the JLP record is out there. We don't have anything to hide. Just be fair and balanced. That's what we're going to ask you. And we're going to hold you to that going forward. The JLP need to make that point. I strongly believe that.
I don't think they need to touch it, Churchill, because they're going to twist the story and say we are attacking the journalists. You understand me? They're going to, a lot of times the Prime Minister says something and they twist it and turn it in their own way and make it into a headline. Leave them alone.
Bridget,
People are...
Bridget, I have to disagree with you on one day now.
But Finley, we know the Gleaner. We know that they will twist the story and then the substance of the press conference would be lost. We don't want it to be lost. We want people to keep on talking about the corruption in the municipality. You understand me?
Bridget,
Boy, I mean, I feel so. Hold on.
The bias of the media. We have to call them.
We call out the NGOs already.
I already know that these people are biased. So we have to call them out. We have to call them out publicly.
We can call them out, but not at a JLP press conference. I don't believe so. We can. No, I know. Me know how dangerous the Gleaner is. So I don't believe that we should do that at our press conference. No, I don't believe. No, I won't agree with you. I don't agree with you, Fetselly.
Gleaner is no longer dangerous. This is not.
Yeah, right.
There was a time in this country where people used to only get their news from Lindos Road and North Street. Them cannot control the narrative anymore. Social media is more powerful than Gleaner and RJR combined. So they can twist and twist. Listen, the thing is that
better to leave them alone and attack who we can attack, who is the NGO.
Yes, including them. All right. The people who will believe whatever they say in the Gleaner are the people who we can't convince of anything. Right? So then they're already gone. We can't help them there again. But this is not the time when Labour right did sit down and allow Gleaner and RJR to manipulate the news and keep PMP in a power for 18 years because they want to report on the criminality we are going. We have to call them out now and make them know so we recognize no bias. We recognize.
Maybe a second. They got report the
press conference. And what you can ask about is candidate selection. You don't ask a question about the corruption. You don't ask a question about the corruption that is being spoken of. Your question is about
the Black River Hospital, my people. This is a brand new theater, Black River Hospital. It was put on the other day with the reconstruction of several other sections of the hospitals, you can see. So we're currently at the Black River Hospital right now, my people. So it's a brand new theater, you can see. And we have seen where the new brand new health center is currently under construction in the new area. You see where the member on Mr. Green post that one this morning and in page. So you can check the MP page to that one. MP, so you can see it there. Brand new renovated the other day. Proper AC unit, everything properly set up. They must have over there before me people. All this area there's a brand new constructed area. Come on, billions of dollars me people out of work one boy. Down here. Billions of dollars out of work. Yeah, man. And actually they over the clinic, guys, because I have an appointment for the second chance to smile. So I go back over the clinic. You know,
All right,
Yeah.
no problem.
Yeah, Nathaniel having second chance to smile. Yeah.
Guys,
come
as
here,
I said earlier,
I'm going to do the impression today. So the last lap now I'm going to pick up back the teeth. So I'm going to do the impression today.
Denture, Nathaniel, denture.
Yeah, I'm going to do the impression to build the denture. So for the persons inside of the Black River area who want to take part in the program, you have to register. The appointment is every second Wednesday. Second Wednesday in each month. That is the appointment for the second chance this month. So anybody who want to make an appointment second Wednesday in each month at the Black River Health Center.
Nice, Nathaniel. Wonderful. Make use of the government things that they're giving to the public. Make use of it. We should benefit.
yeah, guys, back to what Chuck was saying. I totally agree with what you said, Chuck. Mate, listen. I was looking, I hear what Bridget said, but everybody entitled to their own opinion. And I totally agree that something should have been said. Nonetheless, it never gets said. So me kind of disappointed that they never called them out. They should have called them out.
Well, on the guys, again, as me say, everybody points are important and everybody right. Remember me said that before, all are we right. Everybody right. But there is a time and a place for everything. The JLP wants the conversation to stay in the media about the corruption. They know how the TVJ RJR group is. Them know them stay. So you can't know how smart they stay. You can't know
Exactly.
say love butter.
And
You
them out.
Because I can bet you say the 12 o'clock news, the 5 o'clock news, this even the 7 o'clock news would be about JLP attacking the media.
Of course, that would be the news. I'm
know.
telling you.
I know that the JLP is right now putting together some little things to show up the media. All right, another case in point. We make one earlier, but another case in point. Who remember a few months ago when Juliet Holness keep her thing up at Mavis Bank? I hope that's so. And Royal Reid go. Who remember? Royal Reid was there.
That was the main topic. I'm taking picture.
RJR go find Royal Reid. And nothing that was discussed up there of substance was reported on the news. The whole news was, is Royal Reid coming back in politics? Is Royal Reid looking for a seat?
I know he have on green shirt.
I know him wear green shirt and he was charged. And his court date is this and that again. And where that do? It take out the substance. The nationwide never tell what Juliet did that do up there. I would know what Juliet did that do up there. Because when you look on the Gleaner, all you see a Royal Reid. But guess what? Just a few weeks ago, Danai Williams, the PMP criminal, was at a campaign on the stage. And the Gleaner don't care that. So if you have a talk about people who was charged for criminality, and them want pinpoint Royal Reid, when they come on to Danai Williams, if other medias, including social media, and observer and nationwide never show said Danai Williams did it. And Kenneth Black, who is Kengan, was there. We wouldn't know.
And also Skengan.
Yeah, we wouldn't know because guess what? They know what
That
they're
criminal.
doing. And people who train in media and communication.
Protect. You have to
and
know
how
how
to
to
use
fight
the
the battle with them people, brother.
You see, I
So
would know
can
what
lead
the
the
cleaner put out,
corruption
you know.
tape on the news week. Well,
I was gonna say I would know what the cleaner
look
put
on
out,
this
you know. I mean, my boycott them.
But
Yeah, man, yeah, me still have to
yeah,
look on what them
let's
do.
let,
Come here for
let's
info.
protecting JA. Protecting JA.
Yeah, yes, my brother, yeah.
Bridget Bridget Finley, and so forth. You know, we all have point, and each person process what they are thinking in the back of their head. Some is based on experience, some is based on knowledge. And so, you know, let's not dwell on it as if we are debating it. But let's see if we can, you know, turn the tide of
Dimi,
show.
what I thought you were going to say.
I love
No,
a good debate, you know, because
Dimi,
it's something worth
Bridget.
debating. Yeah.
Bridget,
so,
what I thought Dimi was going to say was that despite the party did not use this opportunity to call out the other medias, we now need to utilize the platforms that we have to call them out. And lo and behold, we need to watch. We need to watch and see what they're going to present in the news later. Will it be about the Clarendon seat? Or will it be about the corruption case, the corruption saga with the KSAMC? That is what we need to be focusing on. So we need to utilize the platform to call them out, and we need to watch and see what they will be presenting in the news later.
Good point.
My take is that when it comes to Gleaner and Argia, well, them are one now. When it comes to the Argia Gleaner group, it doesn't matter what this government does. It doesn't matter what the Jamaica Labour Party does. Their narrative. Dimi, mute your background there.
Okay, sorry about that.
Yeah. It doesn't matter what the Jamaica Labour Party does. The Gleaner, Argia will always seek out whatever little touch of negativity is there to put forward. It doesn't matter what. If they wake up tomorrow morning, build 500 hospital, give every single Jamaican $1 billion in them pocket, you go here say, then they give them dirty money full of germs. Right? That's how them work. And it will learn that over the years. So you have some dog out the road there where you can't feed them like you. So my time, the best way to deal with them is every time you see them, you take up a 2x4 and lick them in them face. That is how I would describe Jamaica media landscape today. Them are some dog where you can't tame them. Right? Remember, the chairman for that group came out publicly and endorsed Mark Golding, as a candidate. And since that day, the Gleaner have not run one single positive headline about this government. Even with the reduction in crime, they're always putting it on the front page and say 500 people dead last week, but not down 10%. They have to wrap it in as something negative. We can't tame them, it doesn't matter what we do.
Right.
So
we're saying, Chuck, that we're saying that we don't want to be done at our press conference, that people lose what they came to really put out to the public.
We don't need them. We don't need them, Bridget. They have been
So if we don't
doing this for
need them, why
years
say
and
anything about
decades.
it? We don't need them.
Need them. We don't
Yeah,
need them.
if we don't need them, why give them any attention?
And
Make them do what them don't
why we listen me? Why we have to be scared for say what we have to say? We always have to have pretty up on a sugar coat up everything.
It's not being scared. We just do not want
We
them
so scared
to be
too much, man. We're gonna demonize Edward Seaga too much in years.
We know that.
You are missing it totally.
Yeah,
you are missing
the point.
Me go back in a silent mood.
Hold on there, Tino. Tino, hold on there. Again, guys, as I was saying before, all of us are correct. None of we are wrong. But guess what? For example, not until me start do some research to do this thing, because me know there's a right and a wrong way to do it. Me start learn certain tenets of journalism. You see, those of us who come up here, you see, because we don't know the full landscape, we're just passionate about our party and we are support we side. For it, again, taking a football team, those who love Man U, Chelsea, and all others. We there in this stand and cheer on, But if somebody give you one ball if you kick, we don't know why first thing if you kick you and how if you kick if you not broke with knee and then something there, And we have to understand that there is a technique and there is certain expertise to do things out there. Politics is big business now. You have all political analysts being paid millions of dollars to help you analyze what the politics you do and when you must say this and when you must say it and at what point in the campaign you must introduce this. It is significant, guys. So we're not afraid. It's just that if the press conference is called to keep the corruption in the space and you know how petty North Street and Linders Road is, you have to be careful that you don't give them too much fodder. Because I can bet you say, for us, we would hear the corruption, but to whoever else they are presenting to, like the PMP them, you'd hear caution later. You hear what TVJ say, you hear what them say, the JLP is attacking the media, and that them would have pick out. So if you not give them that to talk about, then the only discussion is going to be about the corruption. It's not that the party is turning a blind eye, but it's just that at this point, and the conference this morning was not about that. And we have to understand, say, the party not ready yet to roll out them campaign. And me I tell you, say, me know, say, in the campaign, the attacks and the media have to show them up. But them not ready to roll out the campaign yet. So we know have to keep the fire burning until the party ready. Because
protecting JA. Let me ask this guy, because this was brought to my attention recently. The operatives of the People's National Party were not operative. The spokesman on health and a team of undercover journalists has been going around the island, pouncing up on health facilities in disguise, claiming that them here say them out of service and they are there to expose them. Luckily, all of the ones that they have visited so far, they have been met with shame and disgrace. Right? So, Dr. Dog, who have apparently nothing else to do but to drive around with media in disguise and visit a pop-up at health centers and pharmacies, saying that them getting reports that these places are out of order and out of goods. But as I said, luckily, every step they make so far, they have been embarrassed. Because what they expect to find, they find the truth.
The People's National People Nasty Party.
criminal organization.
Yes, man. Yeah, man. I understand what you guys are saying,
And he mic up to interview the old man. And I tell the old man, say, if he register for your surgery, no, I'm not doing surgery till 2028. What a disgraceful piece of shit. Eh? If him register now for cut hernia or whatever, or prostate cancer, his surgery not do till 2028. Who tell him that? Is he the minister of health?
Who did that? Who did that?
The doctor does. He depend on PMP page.
All right. So, and you want to tell me like, that is quiet. That just keep quiet, and no one come out and and try to put that to bed straight away, like, and make it, because that is outrageous. So
Well,
if things like this, protect where me draw the line, and I hear what you said. I hear what Bridget said. However, I do not see it. I know you're saying it's not attack, but yet you said the press would be saying that we attack. Put it this way: what they said, the guy said about these NGO people. Is it gonna be viewed as he was attacking them because he called on them to? Is it gonna be classed as an attack on them?
we will see the newspaper later. You are gonna hear JLP take on or JLP attack civil society. We are gonna see it.
All right, then I'll wait and see.
Yeah,
I reserve my comments.
They are going to. Remember, all of them in a bed together. And so Daniel Archer, I go tell them how to put the story. Trevor Monroe, I go tell them how to fix it up. Jeanette Calder, I go tell them how to arrange it. And then we are going to see it. Because this is how it works. But the point is they had to stay on the outskirts. Because once you start touch the media, you start muddy the water. Remember, the media have a free license in your country, to do anything they want as long as them can twist it and turn it. Again, they are experts. So the way me present something and you present something, the media can present the same thing but in another way that have a bigger impact. It can have an impact negatively or positively because these are people who are trained in communication and them know which word to use, them know which headline to use, and we are going to see it. We're going to see it, and that's why you can, if you want the conversation to stay in the public, I support calling them out. But the press conference this morning wasn't all right. The question and answer, I never see all right. But do you
maybe
know
that's why Mike.
They might ask certain question when I have nothing to do with where Marlon Morgan that talk about.
Maybe that's why my company banned me from speaking to the press. They say if anything, just tell them to call the press officer because I'm not gonna hold my
communication. Right.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, so we have to be careful because when you put out there, if you put out a certain way, you can easily twist and turn. But on the time for attack them, the time I go come. And when time the attack start, we are win already, because people, all right, we do a couple of videos. I mean, some people message me in my comments that they did not know that the Gleaner was doing this, so them unsubscribe. Because remember the Gleaner online now where you pay a fee and you subscribe to get your publication per month. A lot of people unsubscribe, them lose money, So we can go and keep the battlefield.
Protecting J and Bridget.
Hello, kids.
Hi, kids.
Hi, Churchill.
The same way,
I'm still here.
Hold on, Bridget. The same way they will come out and criticize the JLP for mentioning civil societies. They can lump the media and civil societies in one. So it's not. If they're only gonna complain, if the Gleaner is only gonna complain about the JLP attacking the civil societies, then complain about all of them in one. So it's sort of defeat the point you're making.
No, I mean, what I say, I support all of the points. Because the truth, if we sit down and look into it, Churchill, because you're right, Bridget right, and all of what we say is right, Because, but guess what? At the delicate balance. So here we go at the next thing now. The party are going to go on decision to where them should have this and them should have that, But them should have said something. Them should have said something, yes, but,
It's just a matter of how each of us would have dealt with it. As you say, there's no wrong way to approach it.
I don't think they should have said anything, and I'm glad they didn't say anything because, as I said, I know the Gleaner. They would have twisted and they would have made a story out of it. And we do not want them to deflect from what the meat of the matter is. You understand me? When the girl, hold on, Kizzy, 1 minute, let me finish. When the girl was gonna ask about the Jamaica Labour Party losing ground, she take a deep breath, because it's like that one they gave her to say it, and she said it twice. You understand me? And I'm glad Marlon dispel it, because if he had elaborated on it, they would have make it into a story. Don't say anything about it. Just stick to the meat of the matter. Yes, Churchill.
They should not mention anything about civil societies then.
They
That's
did.
what I'm saying.
They did, and they're correct.
No, but I'm saying the point you're making. I'm saying they should not have mentioned anything at all about civil society.
But this
Because
All right,
the
Churchill.
civil.
Churchill.
Hold on.
Churchill and
Churchill,
Bridget.
hold on.
Bridget.
No man, we can't. No
One
man,
second.
we love a good conversation. No man, we not quarreling. It's a conversation, and we supposed to have a good conversation. Come on, guys.
Bridget,
Churchill.
what I'm saying
Remember
is
this. Hold on, man. Let me tell you something. Remember why he mentioned them is because they are watchdog for corruption. The Gleaners is not any watchdog for any corruption. They are
That's all I've been watchdog much time. Give somebody else a chance.
Oh boy, all right, I hear.
the Gleaner is also watchdog for corruption. They have the same purpose.
Yes, guys, I have just a few words to say, other than yelling to the panel, yelling to the chat. Somebody, Wealthy, mute your mic, please. Yeah, send a bad feedback.
I'm sorry, I didn't know that I was on. I'm so sorry, guys. Maybe I listened, me want share my opinion. I thought I was not in the box. Go ahead, and then I'll add my.
And I want you guys to repeat after me. PNP, KSAMC, corruption scandal. That is the topic. And that's how we do right now. PNP, KSAMC, corruption scandal. And what is the PNP doing about it? What is Mark Golding doing about it? Dayton Campbell need to resign. As Marlon Morgan said, his position is untenable. He has no reason to be shadow minister for nothing. His name is embroiled in corruption right now. Right?
Mark Golding is now driving to a Spanish Town Bridge. Must jump off.
So that's how we there. I am very pleased with the Jamaica Labour Party Communication Task Force. I have been calling for it, and I am happy the party has answered. And instead of press releases, we have visual and audio of them going and laying out bare for the Jamaican citizens, for the citizens of this country who have all these questions. A better press conference it now for bag. We don't need bagger and disrespect. It was beautifully beautifully done, tastefully done, executed. Thank you, Casco, because we're ready to beat me. But beautifully done. And we need more of this. We don't need the Jamaica Labour Party to be silent, because yes, we have government business to do, but we have to do the political work. And the PMP since last year, over a year now, since last February, they have been doing nothing but creating mayhem in the local government space, right? So we need to stay on message and don't quarrel among each other about who should have been called out and who shouldn't have been called out, because this morning I am a proud Labourite and I am proud of MP Morrison, MP Donovan Williams, and our communication arm, and the lead on this particular press conference, Marlon Morgan. I have nothing to complain about, right? So that is my
just to interject. We weren't quarreling. We're just having a simple conversation about a topic. We weren't quarreling. There was no quarrel over here, sweetie. But let us stay. That's why I didn't want them talk about any Gleaner this and Gleaner that. Stay on topic. But we weren't quarreling, Sister Kizzy.
Amen. I must add
No
also,
to Anki Panky.
no Anki Panky business over here. I must also add that I too was pleased with Marlon's presentation. I know Karen can handle herself, and I wasn't iffy about Donovan either. Marlon, this is the first press conference that I would have experienced Marlon's, beautifully elucidates themselves as well as
1 minute. And so Marlon just come out in militant mood with this.
militant. I was just about to touch that topic, Bridget. Militant. And I said, look at that. You know, it is very intentional and I love it. It shows that we are serious about government's business. We are serious about the people's business of Jamaica. And also that, listen, we're not in an hanky-panky business today. We come about business. So it was really well done, brilliant, loved it. But again, as Kizzy aforementioned, we must stay on topic. What we're focusing on, Dayton Campbell must resign. It cannot continue. You are compromised. You have compromised and you're currently compromising the integrity of the ECJ, Electoral Commission of Jamaica, as a commissioner on that board. You cannot be on the board that oversees the election process or electoral process. And you're here talking about fund allocation and all of that. No, you cannot be not in my cabinet, as Bruce Gordon put it, not in this sphere, not at all. You have to go. No matter what you have to say, you have to go. And then oh God, look how I'm gonna put this. You know what? I reserve that right. I'll hold my thought on that. You guys can continue. I'll add my 2 cents whenever.
Okay. We hear all points of view on that. I got kind of change gear a little bit. I was on a platform yesterday, and the idea came up that one of our slogans going forward should be for the JLP is Project Jamaica. Moving to higher gear, something of the sort. What do you guys think of that?
Perfect, my brother, perfect.
It is okay. However, I'd suggest something that tweak it a bit where it's more catchy and can gravitate towards not only us, but the population at large. It is good, not gonna lie, but it needs to be more catchy. So the wording needs to be done in a way or context where as you hear
I'm
it,
gonna slightly
automatically
object.
catch it.
I'm slightly gonna object to one word. Just one word. What did you say?
The
Progress
slogan?
or project? Which one?
Project.
Okay.
Project Jamaica.
Okay. I thought you said progress.
No man, Project Jamaica. That's the rest of it. I don't know, you know, but the wording Project Jamaica should be the slogan going forward for the JLP.
It's a D-mid, it's too near to progress though, and you know the paper.
Right. And we don't want focus
I want
on
to
the task at hand.
guys. So the PNP had a press conference. The PNP had a press conference on the 19th of September 2024. I don't know if you guys remember that press conference. And they got 60 likes on it. 1,124 views to date. And this Jamaica Labour Party press conference that just happened less than a few hours ago have 230 likes, 2,237 views. Uno make up that one will. That is the numbers. So when them come talk about losing ground and trying to derail the message of the press conference, they are the media. Let me tell you something. We are more than them, and our voices count. So when traditional media want to shun the government and undermine the government and shun the Jamaica Labour Party, remember PNP like talk about people power, but I know we have the real power, and we come out for a party this morning. I will come out for the rights of Jamaicans. I will come out for the facts and proper messaging, and there is the numbers. You can go check it for yourself. September 19, 2024, and them only have 60 likes, 1,124 views to date. And we know in a less than an hour after our press conference, this screenshot was taken, and it is 230 likes, 2,237 views. I mean, no enough people not listen to it live because we were streaming it to several persons on these platforms, right? From YouTube. So I mean, no enough people when them leave work, them are go listen for themselves because that's how we labor. Right?
Realized they
Judith,
have
behave
not
yourself.
they have not said anything concrete or substantial regarding the whole matter from it came out. Not one of them said anything. But you know what happened? It so happened that the same media group, when Mr. Mayor come out and say nothing no go, so they ran with it, but they said nothing as it regards to the allegation. You understand? So me now go look on them because them are one side cutlass and a two side cutlass, them are one side cutlass. And they're very biased when it comes to that. But I like the fact that Marlon called them out on their bullshit and let them
You
know
know,
that we are looking and we are seeing. It's 1 week now and nothing have been said. But in the sense where if it was us, opposed to us in his word, we would have realized the mirage or barrage of information that would have come out regarding said issue. So we are looking and we are waiting, and I love the fact that he called out my friends at NIE and JFJ. I love that he called them out. So come now and show your hand. Let us see where you stand.
They
you
can't
know, I
show
was
them busy about Trump pull their funding.
Well, I'm man in the ball yet. In the ball yet.
well, Uncle Chum. Anyway,
I wanna
guys, when
say
I was
something, Bridget. I
oh,
wanna
well,
say
let me
something.
just say one point, and then they can come in and DM me. This
All
morning when
right.
I was driving in from work and I was listening a live, Chin was on the live. I don't remember it was. I think it was Dojan, and there was about 3 persons on the live was telling us that they were PMP, and I think one the lady yesterday, named Spice Girl or so, said she voted for the PMP twice. You understand me? So people are more and more coming out and listening and making up their mind and listen. I got not going to vote for these people, and these are genuine people. It's not like some fake people come but made it vote liberal. No, these are genuine, upstanding business people. Because these 2 men that were on this morning, they were business people, and they're telling us that look here, are not voting for these people again. You understand me? But come in, me. Mr. Chatterbox with me ready.
Yeah, man. But say um, I remember when Delroy Chuck came out and made a statement about not about advising his some of his members not to give fulsome acceptance today, I see about spouses and all of that something there. And in the height of the corruption scandal, the what you call them?
The
The
civil society, so-called civil
not,
society, and I
not,
have that
not,
in
not just
open
the
and close
not,
quotation.
not just civil society, the one that they call jackass, right?
Oh,
You know who I'm talking.
I know who you're
Well,
talking.
I can't say Jackson, I go call him name. I go say Jackson, I say jackass. Came out,
Jackass, yes.
attacking Delroy Chuck by the next day. And when I think it was either Clifford or George asked him about the situation that people are saying they are so quiet. And Dayton Campbell and what's his name, Lawrence Rue and all of that. Her statement was that they cannot respond to a voice note without details. They cannot. That was her responding. Now that more information have come out, where is Jackass today?
Jackass gone. Jackass are by con. Jackass are by con.
Jackass busy at defend we say we build more houses than the PMP. You can see it.
No,
But I know that I know
I don't
that only Jackass. Yeah, everyone
but
will
I'm more
support
than one
JFJ
Jackass
too.
today. I'm more than one.
Me can't
Which
name.
other
I don't.
Jackass? Which one you thought, Dimi?
You have Jackass. We have a lisp, and you have Jackass over JFJ. You don't need to go no further. You must figure out that when we say lisp, I remember this thing so that Jackass and the other one.
So much of them we can't even pinpoint
Me
out which
say,
one of them.
yeah. But the Jackass, I want a journalist one and slash lawyer, and the one executive director for JFJ. She's same one.
Right, the one for Jeff Jeremy I talked to.
Right, that one. And the
Okay,
other one.
okay. Yeah, man, we have to call them out, man. Call them out. Because they claim that they're the watchdog for integrity. Right? And this is so we share about she can't. What may tell you?
She's a watchdog for
Boy.
PMP's integrity. She should come
That
out
is
and
more
say.
that is more than PMPism.
But again, these people see, they're not on the shame. Good
Good
afternoon, Marcia.
afternoon.
Good
You're doing
afternoon,
good.
Marcia.
I'm doing fine.
And how is he doing? How is your son
Hope you
doing?
got a good report. Hope you got
Excellent.
a good report.
And well, you just you know, I will get all of them up to standard.
Which school? Which school, Marcia? Oh, okay, okay.
Could I ask what farm he's in? Just if you want to say. Yeah? Okay. Oh, okay. All right.
And that's an important farming on nine. Nine
Right.
grade is very
Yeah.
yeah.
You're breaking up system often.
Marcia, internet breaking up.
You have
You're
how
breaking
come
up.
you have how come up by PLP with internet.
Oh, back at the 18 and a half.
Grade 9 at the settle down time still in a Marcia. Mm. We're not hearing you, Marcia.
Which master you guys talking to? That's no master in the box. Dimi, can you guys hear me?
Oh, hold on, the guys. Me I jump out for a minute because I get busy at work, you know. So later, me talk back to you now. No, take care. Go and keep up the argument.
I'm gonna drop also because I have some.
Yeah, you know, mega jump to because you know my closing time coming up.
Come here. I was hearing Marcia clearly. So I don't understand how people saying they're not hearing. I don't know if you're not hearing enough, jump, leave the chat sometime and come back. Because it might be on your head, not necessarily the person in the box. Because when I hear Marcia the entire time, and I don't see no bad signal coming from her.
No, I wasn't hearing her.
I was hearing her clearly.
And I hear Sister Kizzy.
Hearing
her, but in
how does it?
pieces.
You know, how was it?
Marcia, go and go watch.
I'm good enough, kids. How are you doing?
Go and go watch.
Person saying,
jump off of the live, Marcia. Go on over YouTube and go and go watch. You need to hear for yourself. It was very good. It is not long. I don't want long. I think it was like.
All right, I will.
It was around half an hour, 40 minutes, if not less. One go listen and come back, man.
All right, I'm gonna do so, Kizzy.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna do so, Kizzy. All right.
Yes.
Over Jamaica, what?
On YouTube, Jamaica Labour Party account, the Jamaica Labour Party account on YouTube.
Okay, I'm going over there. All right.
Yes, and please remember to leave your thumbs up.
Yeah, man, I will. Yeah, man, I will.
Okay.
Delroy, what you have to say? I don't know Delroy SC that. I don't know what that means. Delroy.
Delroy Stevens, you don't realize you're in the box.
Delroy Stevens.
Delroy.
Yes, I'm hearing you. Yes, hello. Hello? Yes. Hello.
Yeah, what
Listen, you know, me there listen what go on. Minutes ago, you know. When we catch that what you call this name now, the
press conference.
The press conference.
Our press release.
The first thing that catch me is the military looks.
You might see me.
Yeah, man, the first thing that catch me. Anyway, good afternoon, everybody in our panel. Blessed again. Yeah, me I say the first thing that catch me at that press relief is the press conference is the military looks. Then me I say a which soldier looking people them here, but then like they have on green and because it was noisy anyway where I had and when me check it out, me see on them show JLP, so me say, oh, it look like my group. So that was a little piece of the catch was very interesting. Very interesting. So more I'm gonna catch a lot as we say over YouTube, never over there. All right, now what I'm saying now is Dayton Campbell.
Yo.
Yeah.
Yo.
I think.
Oh, God. Yeah, man.
Mute your mic, Black King. Mute your mic.
What? Yes. Yes, I think the brothers we need to do a whole lot more by pushing out Dayton Campbell in the light. Like, I mean, there is no second we should come off our name over the media here. No second should pass where we push out Dayton Crawford in the light. In need for highlight more. That's
not
Jamaica.
Dayton Crawford. Dayton Campbell.
Dayton Campbell, man. Well, I Crawford card no cry for my Crawford, man. We don't can't see that big time. Yeah, my Crawford, because and also we need to push Mark Golden also in the light because they are in the dark. Is it not Mark Golden is the one talking about transparency and corruption? And that said no corruption is in his party, and if there is corruption, him go push them out. So how much we now since Dayton Campbell? I think Dayton Campbell is doing too much underneath the PMP guide or some secret, and Mark Golden keeping silent as well. So I think if we continue to press a no confidence between Dayton Campbell and Mark Golden, we are the voice of the people. And our voices must be heard. We are elect him, and if we can't get him out, then we must remind the people of Jamaica that said, make us use our vote to remove Mark Golden. If we can't file a no confident motion against him, if we get rid of him as the opposition leader, because he's not a good opposition leader. However, he is a hypocrite and a liar. You see me? And the other day when he called out the whole of the civil society group and the Prime Minister, and the whole of them sit down there and play a blind eye knowing that Mark Golden, Dayton Campbell, they were thieving the minister, the minister, what they call it something again? The MSA, KSS money. For so much money gone from Spanish Town.
Then right. We have to be careful because they love run for liar.
No, but that is the thing. That is the thing. But the
allegations are there, but calling them direct thieves, you get rid of trouble. So
yeah, so we allege it that they thief the money and allege it that their hand have been caught. Is it not Dayton Campbell
Stop talking about allegedly when it don't know the public, man. Them a thief.
Yes,
them a thief. We have to call them out.
This is
alleged.
And that's why me know about it, because me hear it in my ears. A man play a tape with Dayton Campbell saying the reason why the money have allocated it gone 2 places. And now I must put it this way: if he say it is alleged that me can't talk. Is it not the same thing that they said Andrew Ones is doing to the Jamaican people, being a dating, what you call it, a detector? Wanna help me pronounce the word, no? It look like me too happy this morning and now, so me can't even find the words.
Them I say the Prime Minister illicit, have illicit.
No man, that is not what I'm talking.
What?
Mean as you can't talk, so you're a dictator.
Okay.
So a dictator can't dictate against me, so me keep silent.
A double standard, because they are on their live calling out the Prime Minister that him a thief, and them are going like them want Naslo us.
And
we
now,
can't say Dayton Campbell a criminal.
Yes, now you catch Dayton Campbell as a damn thief while he was telling us that his grandmother said every liar is a thief and every thief is a liar.
As far as I'm concerned, he can full up down a something street for me. All I care is.
My friend said, "Oh, Mark Golden never said the PMP them was thief in the minister corporation. And every day live for Andrew say Andrew a thief. He never said Dayton Campbell and he went over Spanish Town there and over Portmore. And I see the one where Billy, the big old hotel plaza in a KSMC. He never said that.
You're correct, Delroy, because every platform where they go on, every single platform, they allow the Prime Minister name.
He said dirty, stinking, smell bad, because you can't stay and smell him. Caution every day and night, like caution no go work, you know. And every day in cost people. Once so you say anything good about Anjo, and tell about your mama. Them not see that. I think we need to call out more that Dayton Campbell must resign. After we money I pay him, you know. And Mark Golding must go. We don't need him as an opposition leader. You understand me? Whether in the white, black, pink, or yellow, him have showing who him is, and we don't want him. We need an opposition leader, not Mark Golding.
Well, Delroy, when you speak of to move, to call for a no confidence against him, the JLP, we cannot do that as a public. It have to come from within his party.
Oh,
yeah.
Then if we can push our MP and the government to call for that no confidence, let us do, because we have more than enough. Can tell them so we not. It is a no confidence. Is it Mark Golding should be a prime minister for Jamaica, and then don't know the simple rule that govern the parliament?
If Jamaica,
let me ask you something, Delroy. Yeah. Sorry, Winston. Let me ask you something. Who's the government? Who's the government?
Meaning?
No, man, ask a direct question. Who's the government?
I can't answer who is the government, because the people them always say I people them is the government.
Okay, that me just want you say. The people is the government.
Right, so that simply means that we can call out for it then.
No, but you know, politics is in Jamaica, you know. If we as a JLP supporters calling for a no confidence against Mark Golding, them are gonna say it's political
motivated.
Yeah. So it have come to, you understand?
Yeah. Is it the
and excuse me I'm making up, but them are gonna say that.
Well, all right, I'm gonna work with that. Is it the next thing? Is it not the PMP? Them did set this order that said the sitting mayor must still sit down in his seat if there's a by-election and them have a tie. That I hear the minister of the KSMC, that is from down a town there.
Yeah, but the law is clear cut, you know. The law is clear cut, but what happened is we have to understand, you know, Delroy. The plan of the PMP is to capture as much municipality, right? So they can stifle off the funds to run election. What they are doing, what Freedom Council is doing at the moment, they are not doing any work in their division. So they are keeping up the funds so when time election call, so they can use it to swear vote. That's what the PMP do all the while. You understand?
Yeah.
Right. So that is what happening, sir.
Yes, and so me think say that's another call out again where we have to call out and make Jamaican and the diaspora and other people know that said they are fighting against them own rule that they set.
Very right, I can say something to you now. If it's 2000 leading up to 2007 general election, I get some work from the council. And when I go to the parish council in Port Antonio, and from the parish council office to Scotiabank, the amount of people collect parish council check that day. If a grass let's say a grass we are weed are cut, there will be no grass left in Portland for weed are cut.
Okay.
So the amount of people. And when you drive out the whole of Portland, brother, you don't see no work do. But everybody come. I must 3 different times the Tara car come at the bank with money. You understand me I said to you? But these are the things that the PMP do, brother.
Oh, bro, I tell you the truth still. Me think Dayton Campbell have said enough and do enough. And I also believe said Dayton Campbell had tricked Mark Golding. Dayton Campbell is calling out Mark Golding a whole lot, and Jamaica people now see it neither.
Load that man, load the party.
Load the party.
Them hurt themselves, man.
You see me?
Hurt themselves. They crying public, the listening public who stand for decency. And all of we are chaka, you know.
Yeah.
The listening public who stand for decency and listening on. I just heard a lady on Cliffviews a while ago after the 12 o'clock was saying to Mr. Hughes that the man needs steel hood for rub him down, to all the man rough and vulgar. Yeah. And if you know what our last comment to Cliff Hughes? He said, I wish to God that Mr. Owens will keep them out from taking government because she no want them people to rule her. And she said, at first she declared, I do not belong to no party.
Yeah.
But everybody want to hear the cascas and the nonsense and the vulgarity.
No, because I mean the decency of Mark Golden didn't have any form of decency any at all. And would I come out me understanding him hide. Him is hiding and not coming out against what Dayton Campbell is saying and doing. Because this is not allegation, is Dayton Campbell him own self was having a one-on-one with somebody.
All right. You know, I saw a TikTok clipping also where the ambassador from China came out and was saying he's very much concerned about the amount of allegation and blame that they are putting on the Chinese investors here. And that's one of the things where the PNP them also a target.
Yes.
The Chinese them, because they know that the Chinese them pack up and left, Jamaica gone down. These people will stop at nothing, brother. And the ambassador go as far as a call upon the Minister of National Security to provide more security for his national.
Yeah. My 2 cents right now, you know, is to call for Dayton Campbell resign immediately, instantly. When not another day, he must not stand around here. First thing, Dayton Campbell don't own a seat. Right? That is one of the things where Jamaicans supposed to have. Him is not a sitting parliament. And him have the biggest talking.
He's not an elected member of the Jamaican public. He's not an elected member.
Right. So he must go. He must go. You are not elected. You don't have nothing in there, so do. And you're full of so much argument, and then now every time Dayton Campbell go up on a stage, him can call a person name, and no, nobody can call female name. You have been carted red-handed. Look what he have called. Look, he have style a club. It fits anyway. Look at youth, and him on his size. No boy when me and him on his size can't talk to me that little youth. And no, because Vegas said you have miss. Manage some money. You're talking about Sue. You're trying to silence people without thinking. And he must. Me I tell you, you see, sometimes you must be sorry for people, you know. Member say, "I sorry, illegal girl, sorry for him when buy out illegal girl, make that backside will end up in a prison, you know."
The man love kids. The man love kids.
We can't say this is alleged as something where they come out in our public and Mark Golding beg fame. We hear that pan Cliff Hughes day and night, and Mark Golding beg fame. Say it can happen to anybody.
The man love kids meal, you know.
You understand me? So this is not alleged, right? And him around the PNP, he know exactly what he was saying, and he know what he was saying. He did mean it. Then all him call Aqua fits little youth, and him on no size.
No, because the man is a decorum, man. The man is a mongrel, brother.
Yeah, so you pick pan Mr. Vegas because you have a size and company. And I think Dayton Campbell time has come and he must go.
Winston, sorry guys, we just want to say something to my parishioner. I don't know if you follow the account when in Portland and News. And if you look at the number of persons who since yesterday and today registering to get electricity, I had no idea that in East Portland alone so many persons did not have electricity in their house.
Wow. No, I don't follow it.
I as a Portlander, as somebody who know the landscape, know the communities, I am actually shocked. Like a whole heap of people.
All right, me I go jump out and penetrate my work. Cause I'm working with the yard the same way.
Big up yourself, Delroy.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate the contribution, brother.
Wow.
Yeah,
Bless up, Delroy.
Yeah, man. So me family with and DME and not Daniel. Them know me because them used to come for me live as well. But the work kind of hold me off, you know.
Delroy, remember saying, but that comes so you did start going into foolishness where people never like. So that's why people did that draw a cry you. You know what? Listen. Remember me used to come over your live too. You run your live and you when we have said don't entertain them PNP people and so you say I feel live and then sit there. So you turn off enough people. True. Delroy. Come on, me not no reason for live on you.
Listen to me, forget about it. Forget about it.
It's not a big deal, but I'm glad to see you back in the space. You mean? Be glad to see you come and advise your opinion, but Delroy, be used to over Delroy, so I don't know what Delroy has said.
What Delroy?
Thank you very much, Sandy. Coming out tell the life on him. Delroy is more rich neighbor right them.
Leave that alone, Kiss.
Tino, me a big woman, you know. I want me to talk back at people back.
Me not talk back at people back, but leave that alone. Leave that alone.
You know, you can't tell me that. Me a big woman. I mean, never talk behind Delroy back. Delroy make a statement, and me tell him what.
I want to play domino.
The Black King background full of domino, you know, see. Me not tell a lie on a person, I mean I gossip behind them back. It is not anything bad, me I tell Delroy. But when once you host lives, you have to, and if the advice go for me, you go for Nathaniel, you go for Black King, you go for Plank, you go for Alawi. If you host
true.
Live,
I agree with you.
You have to be mindful of your audience. And if your audience has said, don't do this or don't do that, don't entertain this, don't entertain that, or your audience or your people who did it with you every day, you have to take it into account and show respect. Anyways, I don't need to delay, but the point is gone.
Yes, my brother.
Do you play a good game of domino?
Yes, I just joined a club.
That's my sport, you know. That's what I play in the evening.
Really?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
I'm a very good domino player.
Oh, great.
But a partner domino I play.
All right.
Yeah.
I hear that.
Yeah, man, that's my sport.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, man. Sometimes when me at my friend establishment, we just put on one big pot of soup. I will do roast fish and cook food and just play domino all day.
Okay.
We're not going to do a domino tournament then. I say about Black King or Winston.
Yeah, that's
all right, then. Yeah, anytime you're ready, run it.
That's what I do for my entertainment.
Big domino tournament you have to put on, you know.
We have
King of domino.
Yeah, man.
But Winston,
yes,
play domino game for when you know, for lose, you know. Play domino game for win. I play domino cut short.
We play for win, man. And then you
let my partner. If you play foolishness, you kick over the board.
At 10 we play to, we play to 6.
No, me kick over the board, man. Yeah,
man. I want to tell you, man, it's one of the best relaxing game, brother.
You remember, guys, a mental thing, you know, you have to use it. You have to use your brains enough to think.
You have to use a brain, brother.
Well, I could see what come the next, today, what, the 6th?
Yeah.
I could see what more news are come between the 9th and the 11th and the 15th, no?
You know, We will await now the finding from these two investigative bodies. The question was asked who the bodies are, and no definitive answer never give. I believe if a journalist wants to know, then go do the investigative journalism.
Some research.
Which is lacking in Jamaica. Go and go do the research, brother, and find out. So I know that is pending, right? And maybe when that finding is going to be announced, then you are going to see the mocha detective them. I go Banglo, forget Banglo.
Okay. Listen me, and I change the subject, you know. We can't be in a stiff jacket all the while, you know. We get enough message already, so we can have a little time for flex and laugh and unwind a little bit.
I know
we can't be too rigid.
No, man. I know deflect, man.
That is true, that is true.
Yes.
Go back. Listen, never go back.
No, because people always say them thing, and that's what we can't understand. Why them always say them thing?
Shower.
Yeah, man, go on, Ryan.
Good afternoon, guys.
Good afternoon.
Yes, one question. I slightly heard the news a while ago. I don't sure if that was it. When they asked, they were reading the news and about Nathan Campbell. It seems like they asked him to resign. That's true.
The JLP
Yes.
has a press conference.
Yes, press
10:15
conference
this morning. Yeah.
Yes, because I was outside, so when I actually finished.
Yeah. So the JLP was calling for the resignation of Nathan Campbell from the board of the ECJ, that is the Electoral Commission of Jamaica.
Yeah.
He's also calling for his resignation as a spokesperson on agriculture and fishery.
Okay.
And also calling for his resignation as General Secretary of the People's National Party.
Yes.
Yes. Because he has been compromised in his responsibility.
Okay.
Yeah. But I don't know if any such calling is coming from his party or from the so-called civic groups. Because Mr. Morgan also spoke concerning the civics group, how silent they are. And he reminded them that the Jamaican people will be their judge.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So even yesterday, Mr. Winston, when I came on Black Q Live, and I was telling you, I just passed through the live on here, Sydney, Aliko against the hosting, and you know, even a while ago I passed, I was strolling and I hear Caution talking about it. I said these people are so stupid that they don't listen clearly, and then they say something. You know, they must say something, and how they learn in school.
Well, let me tell you something, you see, Ryan. It's so like you're a young man. But leading up to World War II in Germany, right? Hitler was a prisoner of war in World War I, right? The first attempt that Hitler attempted to become the president of Germany was by a coup, right? The coup did not successful, and he was arrested. He spent over a year in jail, and for some reason, he was pardoned. Okay? And then he joined a political party. He infiltrated the party and propelled to the top with his cronies. And what they set out to do was to distract the German people by preaching propagandas to them. And propaganda, and they do everything in their power with all the resources that they have. They ban the truth and make propaganda become the order of the day. And funny enough, Germany at the time was the most educated country in Europe, the most technologically driven country in Europe. But yet still, the people of Germany fall for this propaganda. And we know the atrocity that Nazi Germany carried out throughout Europe from 1938 leading up to 1944, 45. So we who are students of history know the power of propaganda.
Perfect.
Right?
Perfect.
So it is our responsibility as JLP bloggers and listeners. So every time when we hear the propaganda come out, that we must dare to counter it and provide the truth.
And on that said, Winston, I want to read the press release that was sent out this morning from the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation. This is the ministry that the Prime Minister himself heads.
Yeah.
And it reads, we affirm that no houses built under the new social housing program are on land where beneficiaries lack property rights. All houses are constructed on land provided by the beneficiaries. A core requirement for receiving a social house under the new social housing program. This includes land ownership, long-term lease, or granted permission supported by legitimate claims such as a deed of gift. This approach ensures stability, accountability, and responsible resource stewardship. Therefore, contrary to the misinformation circulating on social media, the housing units provided under the new social housing program are fully owned by the beneficiaries, not the government of Jamaica. To be clear, the new social housing program does not currently operate on a rent lease or rent to own basis. Such a model would only apply if the new social housing program owned the land on which the housing units were built. However, the new social housing program does not own a portfolio of land. We urge those spreading false information about the new social housing program to cease, as this misinformation undermines a program dedicated to improving the lives of vulnerable Jamaicans. To further strengthen the program and expand the reach of its benefits, the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation is working to build its capacity to partner with individuals willing to donate land for the construction of social houses, which will then be allocated to approved beneficiaries. This effort requires additional legal and administrative resources to facilitate land transfer and secure property titles for beneficiaries. As of January 31, 2025, the new social housing program has completed approximately 300 housing units, providing 648 rooms and benefiting over 968 individuals across Jamaica. The Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation remains steadfast in its commitment to advancing this vital program and will continue to ensure its integrity, transparency, and positive impact on the lives of those in need. So the statement is from the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation. They strongly reject the false and misleading video circulating on social media, and there is no truth to the propaganda. So there you have it. The information is out there. We already knew that it was mischief, but I am happy the ministry has responded.
Perfect.
And all of this, you see, Ryan.
Yes.
All of this because of Pamela Monroe, the head of the Auditing General, one of the highest officers in the land. It all started there with a misinformation and a political motive.
Yes.
Right? Because there's no way at all we should find anything hanky-panky, so to speak, about the housing program that the Prime Minister has been carrying out. and she come now with a little stupid query when it make no sense. So well, you not even value the paper that the final was written on, right? And then the PNP propaganda then pick it up. So what happened is, any program that the government is doing that is benefiting the Jamaican people and making the government popular, they are attacking it.
Listen,
Okay?
me I say.
Yes.
They are work.
But Mr.
They are work.
Winston,
I mean, I say a few words. You should have nasty mouth. How are they? You need to pay for your mouth. How are they? The first one me here with something there. I student dunce and can read the man caution. And them first start spread
and
this
Sydney.
propaganda narrative. Dirty hard.
All of them are the same thing. Doesn't matter which name you call, are the same thing. All of them.
One
Then they all
question, Lucky.
if the government say you get the place, if you are going to do expansion on it, let the government know. If anything at all additional, or if thing, let the government know. What is the problem? What is the problem with that?
One question. Look at this. You guys know enough about this thing. Can even spread it to somebody else and spread it on that people can better clearly understand. And all of them people will go on the PNP platform and speaking about this and speaking about that. None of them can come on the panel and say, you know, that what you are saying, nothing like that is not so.
Enough for the CMP then can't read.
One of them running with the same thing.
Sorry to say, enough for the big man in the PNP party can't read. And propaganda,
you understand?
Then can't read and dunce.
Look how Mr. Winston and Kizzy could explain out it to us that a man can understand more clearly. So why all of them were run with it, somebody out of that group can come and say, boy, you know, so and so it go, by right, the government are doing the right thing or whatever, but they just don't want to speak the truth. They just want to spread propaganda and continue to spread it, but they're going to be a loser. Remember me tell you.
The man, the devil with that, man. The devil
exactly.
I'm going to say this to you. And listen, as I said before, you sound like you're a young person. So like I say this to you, right? Andrew Holness, our Prime Minister, is because of the programs that he has initiated throughout his government to benefit the ordinary Jamaicans. That's where the bitterness and the hate coming from. There are certain dynamic of the society that are pushing against the Prime Minister. Because whether we want to accept it, yes or no, Jamaica is a class society. Perfect. Right? There are certain class in Jamaica that believe that they must get the best real estate to buy, drive the best car, shop at the best supermarket, all of these, only prestige jobs, got certain high school. You understand? Certain high school spot is what do I call it now? Prepared and reserved for their children. Okay, so as I say that, so these people now are pushing back against the success of the government because them no want to see certain community in Jamaica have proper roads. They don't want people to have access to potable water. They don't want people to have electricity and can live a life of dignity where you can have your own electricity, your own water, you have good drivable road to reach your home and to reach a place of work. They are not for that because many of these PNP people own some of these constituencies for decades. When I look up on Westmoreland, for decades, some section of St. Catherine, Trelawney, they own these constituencies for decades, and they are not giving the people them basic amenities. So they are not about representing the people. Right? They are not about representing the people, brother. So they will do anything to try and bring down this government because the government is uplifting the Jamaican people. So yes, Ryan, you're back?
Yes, Mr. Winston.
Yeah. So I am saying to you, sir, we have to keep on, we have to just keep vigilant. We have to keep putting out the truth out there. Because if you realize, you know, as the Prime Minister said last year, there's a battle for the mind. Right?
Yeah.
This political fight is a fight for the mind. Right?
Yes.
And some people are willing to be misled. Some people out there are willing to accept the truth and the reality.
Yes.
And you have another section of people out there who are caught in a two-mind opinion.
Yes.
Right? So it's a battle for the mind, sir.
Yes, true.
Right?
True.
And we here cannot allow, because in our society, when you are silent on certain issues, it's a perception of guilt in our society. Right?
Yes.
So whenever time we hear the PNP come with the propaganda, we have to shoot it down.
Definitely.
We have to shoot it down. Because if we remain silent, we're going to give the impression to the greater Jamaica that yes, the JLP is guilty.
True.
And then shame and can't say nothing.
Perfect.
So, so we are here each day pushing back and providing the truth to the Jamaican people.
Yes. Because
and that's all we can do.
Definitely. Because when me hear Sydney come up yesterday, you know, and attack, you know, they say same time come over up on Black King Live, come make the guys them know, and they start run some check and, you know, and realize that. And then I switch again and I heard such man with it, and I say, yo, John, no. So when I think it was Philippi and read it out yesterday, just like Kizzy read it out a while ago.
Yeah.
Then I have a clear understand and say, yes, you know, that they must spread the rumors and stuff like that, you know, because several times on the live with those guys, and even heard them beating Sydney, me have to say, yo, because they are saying something to him and he might try to make them know, say, go and everybody come up and say something to him and him wanna say nothing, no go so me I say, yo, film it tough in a way where me I say him can't understand up till now and realize and, you know, think and know that what he is saying is something wrong. You know?
Because listen, I don't know the age of Cindy or Caution or none of them. Because period, I don't listen to them. Okay? Me not have a stomach to digest garbage. So me not listen to them. Right? So listen what I'm saying to you. We are here for the sole purpose of providing information, accurate information. We are not interested of misleading anybody or lie for nobody.
True.
Right? Everything that we say here can be cross-checked, examined, and something like that. And they can research anything that we are saying here if we are lying. Okay?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to say something to you now. Have you ever heard a person accused of a crime that the man is a thief and you can't present what the man thief?
Yeah.
All right. They are saying that the Prime Minister have 28 accounts, and the Prime Minister this and the Prime Minister that. What is it that any one of those PMP bloggers or any man that you meet on the street can say to you definitively that the Prime Minister do this or is guilty of this?
None.
You hear that from them?
Mm-mm.
All right. A forensic audit was looked into the Prime Minister's finances and also his investment. Not a local forensic audit, a reputable one from overseas. And with all of them expertise and them whatsoever them have, them use it, and at the end of the day, they find nothing untoward the Prime Minister doing. Nothing at all. But yet still...
And go ahead,
Go
Mr.
on.
Winston. Yeah,
Go
ahead.
on. But yet still, the PMP put it out there that the Prime Minister is a thief.
Definitely.
Although they can't tell the Jamaican people what is it that the Prime Minister is a thief. Right?
Yes, yes.
You understand me I said to you?
Yeah, man, I clearly understand, man.
So we, and listen, you realize, oh, the Prime Minister has conduct himself?
Yeah.
In a cuss and a quarrel with nobody. Him know that he has a mandate to be the Prime Minister and to govern this country and to spend the people resources. And that's what he's busy doing. He's not busy with them. I wish I could take a page out and book.
But dear Joe, Mr. Winston, and everybody going to sit so soft like Mr. Wellness, you know. I'm telling you, you know. But you see, may I tell you see, a one man over that media, may I tell you, would have pay penalty for all like because I immediately call the wickedest way, and I name where the brother called a while ago. The man class the Prime Minister in a way that's me have to say, John, no, imagine you're Prime Minister and there's no way you can prove so the man a thief, brother.
Ryan,
yes,
there is a gentleman living in Richmond in St. Mary. He called all the radio stations from the days of Matty Perkins right now to Cliff Hughes by the name of Nephew. Right? Somebody who I know personally. Nephew was a PMP activist. I don't know if I pronounce the word right. Right? But
yes.
Nephew, for some reason, he have a Damascus moment in our life and he come over on the side of the JLP. He worked very closely with Mr. Darrell Vaz whenever time Mr. Vaz have an election. Very close. Somebody who me and him work together as well in the political landscape.
Yeah.
Never told me that he's one of them who went to Cuba by the PMP in the 70s and trained as a brigadista. He also trained to spread propaganda, to make lie sound like truth and let truth sound like foolishness. So the PMP then trained to do this. And they still have the operative. Trevor Monroe was the father of that. You understand? So
yes,
this is not... Yes, I mean, I know if Caution, I mean, I know who him is. If you make a Cuba, go train too. But they still have the operative who continue to pass on the education. So these are the things of the PMP, my brother.
I see one video where the guy is saying that he's sleeping in car. I said, really? And we are behaving and speaking out on platform?
But listen, am I right? One of the houses that the Prime Minister gave away last year was a gentleman who lived in a car. And in that, I must get put up with some neighbor. But the father having lived in an old car. And the Prime Minister gave him one of the social house. And they were so elated. So what he need to do,
get one.
Get a member of parliament to sign
get
him up.
One.
If he may have any ambition at all, that's what he should have done.
Go and get one also.
Get one.
Oh my God.
Winston.
Yes, Kizzy.
So being as somebody we know Neville in a real life, I don't know. I have seen him, but I've never spoken to him. I've seen him in real life. Cause I see him on the campaign. I see him at meetings, but I never ever talk to him because who me is me not really run into people. I mean like introduce myself, you know?
Yeah.
So I know some things women are really discuss, yes or no. But I am told that Neville does not vote. I know about the whole PNP history and all of that, but I am told that he does not vote. So I am asking myself, why is this man calling Cliff to speak down about Dr. Chang and the Jamaica Labour Party's process, right? In the most disgraceful way, or he might express himself. And in a seat, it's not like he's not a St. Mary where he come from, right? He's speaking about a constituency where he has no influence. He does not reside there. And he have the most to say. I am questioning why is he doing this?
I don't know
what he have to gain out of it?
I know that he lives in Southeast St. Mary, in Richmond, in the district of Richmond, right? I know him house, I know everything. I don't know if he vote, right? Also, it's a possibility when good transfer him vote to West Portland. Because whenever time there's election, he came and he reside in the community, in the parish. And basically live if election are 1 month or 2 months, and live here. So it's a possibility that he move and vote to here. Most time on the election day, he's here in the constituency. Because as I said to you, we worked very closely. And him have the ears as the member of parliament.
I know, I am fully aware of
so
that.
I am not sure if that information is correct.
That's why I am saying to you, that there are certain things that I cannot disclose. But when it comes to him actually marking an X for the Jamaica Labour Party, I hear he has never marked an X. Me don't know. I hear say. Me just said I ask you since you hang around him.
I don't know. I could not say. But I learn a lot from him. Tell me a lot about all the
I don't like what he's doing. 2 times now me hear him call Cliff Hughes with the same conversation. I'm not in support of it. Never feel lift up and go.
Afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon, Marshall.
Yeah. So the whole housing is it started by the utterance of the Auditor General.
Yeah.
Speaking about the duplication.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So what had happened? Mr. Mackenzie was trying to explain the difference between, because you know the government have both the social housing, which the Prime Minister run, and his portfolio. Explain that here what there's a big difference. So there's no duplication of the two. There's a big difference. So he was saying that here in the end, so they are supposed to find everything, the land, the house for the person who is indigent. And when that person die, the house goes back to the local government.
Yeah.
And so that somebody else who is a recipient can have it. So you're saying that that's a big difference with the Prime Minister's work, because in the Prime Minister case, you would have to find the land and they will build the house.
Yeah.
And the house is going to be your house.
Yes.
But the problem is that, you know, that person that come from the water took out a part of it that Mr. Mackenzie spoke about going back to the local government, and then have his edit it and put in his voice and everything saying that the Prime Minister was lying. So when persons just hear that little clip from Mr. Mackenzie, everybody just run with it and say, oh, I can't believe that what was happening. From the first time I saw it, I realized that here was a trick, and I made a comment on this page saying, "Don't be fooled. There's a big difference between the
There's a big
two."
difference, yeah. You know, Marshall, let me say this to you. When the IC put out the report about the Prime Minister, in bold capital letters, it mark on the IC report, not to be prosecuted. Full stop. That means that there's no criminal act, right? Whether the IC satisfied with the finding, we then get yes or no, they said not to be prosecuted. All right, that's alone good enough for me. Next thing. We are finding out now when people from the parliament are fine-combing through the IC report. We are finding out now that there was no 6 parliamentarian implicated in no illicit enrichment, but it was 6 declarant.
Right.
Okay? And you hear how it run on the road for much months. That's 6 and then they move it to 8 parliamentarian being implicated in illicit enrichment. You hear anyone of our media house took up that and say no and call out the IC and say they set out to mislead the nation and the parliament?
No.
No.
But you know, that is why we have to question some of these agents, because I can't believe that somebody as intelligent as the Auditor General look at both housing program and then come to a conclusion that there's a duplication and there are
duplication. That's why I tell you, the report where she sent out, not even the paper where written on.
Yeah.
You understand? The report that she put out, it don't even value the paper that it's written on. Right? And any sensible Jamaican who are using brain and think with a rubbish it from the hear it. They want to get to hear.
Afternoon, everyone.
Hi, Stacey.
You know, say me just after run somebody off of my phone with that bull crap there. Him call me and I tell me, say, you see your Prime Minister walk around and give a house and a tea for people in land. Me just now me have to run somebody off of my phone with them bull. Me say, listen, those are 2 separate things. Me say, 2 housing program you have. One of them fall under the local ministry, and the other one is the social housing program where government where the Prime Minister give it. Me have to explain it to him and run him off of my phone. Me don't know how them just love run with everything. So because yesterday he must see the pan Gabriel live and hear it and start run with it. So I think they need somebody to come out and speak for the Prime Minister on this. You understand? Me no like what I go on, and me no like the narrative because I see people have it up on their status. I see it on a lot of status from morning.
You know, Stacey, it is so funny. It is so funny that we are living in a society where so much of our people are willing to run away with falsehood. It's really baffling me. But what I want to say is this. It's coming from higher up, right? And they know that when this thing is coming from a sensitive office, that the common fools on the ground will believe it and run away with it. You understand?
Yeah.
And any prudent government, remember, a person who is indigent, meaning that you know have no relative who responsible for you, right? You are incapable of providing suitable place for your dwelling. And if the state come in and build you a house and furnish it and put you there to live, possibly then go there and put up on the social pension, right? And it happen that you pass off. This house should return back to the state. In any sensible, well-run democracy, this is what they would do. This asset should return back to the state so the state can use that and also to facilitate another person who fall in that situation Because that house should not pass on to no family member. Because at the time when you need them most, they never around.
None of them never did it, yeah.
Understand me? But the PMP would have do it that way. A matter of fact, the PMP would have make them and let them dance and then come in to run out the poor people them and take them over and rent them. That's what the PMP is known for. And I can tell you this, Stacy, if some mistake should have ever make at the poll and then get state power, they could have met these very same house and let them down, take them over.
Exactly.
Because we know what the PMP is gifted for. I can bet you that this is what they would do. So they can stay there, go and chat them foolishness. Right? The other one, the other housing, it is quite clear. The Prime Minister even spoke to it last week when he was in Westmoreland. Westmoreland, St. Elizabeth. Oh God. St. James. Sorry about that. St. James. When he said one of the things that is holding up the program, many people who are eligible for the house do not have ownership for the land. Right? They're eligible to get the home, you know, but they don't have the land of them own. Or they can't get none for lease, or they don't have a family member who willing to give them the right to build on the land. So it's like animal say no.
Call it no title, don't it? Because we hear him say, oh, they him take them title. I mean, I say me never see something, me see somewhere or something where them I tell them say, I tell them what is required. And I say me never see the them even if that be the case, they're not going to take the title. Most one copy of the title they might take. Me not understand what kind of stupidness that
the title is given to the people and because the house belongs to the people. It's for them. But it comes with certain criteria that they must upkeep the house for a period of time, right? And if their life change in a positive way and they decide to add on to the house, they would have to make contact with the ministry for the ministry to give them the permission to do any form of addition to the house.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
That is quite clear. You buy a house in a certain gated community, and if you have an add-on panel, you have to write to the people and ask permission. Sometimes you not even get the permission to add on panel in a few house, so you buy with the money.
Yeah.
If people are sick, yeah.
I tell them, I say, well, me see it on a lot of status in my contact from morning. Honestly, me just have run somebody off of the phone a while ago. Them just a run with it like.
Remember, Stacy. They use the IC report, and when that start to lose traction, then come with the 3 trillion. And when they find out the 3 trillion don't make no sense, then come with something different. So then keep on if you try to search is something to stick. Because what their objective is, you know, is to carry down the Prime Minister. That's why Pamela Monroe come out with her foolishness. Because they are looking for something to implicate the Prime Minister in. So if the Prime Minister write a sentence, my dear, and for God to put the dot over the eye, them are going to find you and point you out.
That is true.
I'm under severe scrutiny.
Yeah, but what I not like, you see, they are for example, now I have somebody is qualified for that housing, to get a house under the housing program. When them here say them are gonna take with them land, they not go bother want it. You understand? So I don't like the narrative where them are put out there to make people fear for go look help when they're in need.
Stupidness. And then the next thing, the indigent house, it is the government who provide the land. And these houses as built on prime real estate.
Winston,
right?
talking.
Go ahead, Jimmy. Yeah, man. Yes, man.
You know, Stacey and panelists, I want to look at when they came out with that. You notice right after the man were convinced.
Yeah, man, right after a big scandal, yeah.
No, hold on. it's right after the man we are convinced himself saying he can't see him. The one that telling himself lies saying he can't see, go try convince Leon Jackson Miller. And Leon Jackson Miller, I tell him say the government will build more house than what the PNP build. You notice right after that them come up, them a try come up with this propaganda.
Yeah, me think say that the reason me think since week that and then watch it on all angles because me see clippings there, but we don't really watch Leon Jackson.
So, you know, I'm a try to convince so the people them know realize that a lot of houses are built by the Prime Minister. So they want to halt the project by people not accepting it. So that's why you see them go around now and I try to tell people like so them always as Winston said, have to try to search something. You understand? Because the government look too good in shine. You understand? My blessing in their element. And guess what? Them not here about no run with it. Everything is above board. So there is something for them have to find. You know? So we have to continue to be package, right now. So every day we come, we spend the time, lay out everything, get the information, and give it to the people. You understand? So,
yeah.
Because the fact that you know, shut the person off of the phone, what you need to do now is get the proper information.
No, I did explain before me run him off of the phone. Me tell him, me says 2 different housing program. What you talking about?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. And before you run it, you should ask me if you understand or accept it too. You understand?
Why me no own no reason with the PNP them, you know? Me
No.
easy figure sick and tired of them, you know.
No, but the fact but the fact that we can call you on your phone, you know. And your phone you call you on, you know. And if his phone you call him on, you know, him call you on your phone, you know. So you know should have said, look, you call me and disturb this and I need to know if you understand what I say and if you believe what I say and if you don't believe what I say, maybe you're a family member, you tell him say, okay, after election you call me back, you know. But now you're not gonna talk about this again. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Sometimes you have to put them there in place with a family member or not. Me used to have some friend when it comes to election time and they start to be foolish and say, after election, I know we talk about certain things. You know.
Why sometimes I see them for the live and me get me here start hurt me if you just listen to them sometime. You have all one named Diego when you don't put him up on the live. Mighty God.
Yeah, man, I can't listen to Diego. Caution always have the man and I can't listen to him, brother. I'm sick in, man.
My God, me said the man.
I know the artist thing ain't going like him intelligent.
Yeah. Like you know everything, man.
Yeah, so. But as I said before, everything that the government is doing that is looking good, and the people them are resonate to it, them are attack it, right? See now they want to politicize the spark road work as well. So we all know what the PNP is good for. If you remember in 2008 when Bruce Golding went to China and secured that loan for $450 million to go towards fixing of road. You remember how the PNP behaving at the parliament?
No.
At that time, it was the largest pool of fund to go towards road rehabilitation in Jamaica. And the PNP make one big issue and quarrel over it.
Well, the Winston. Now I make it clear too that the man was sitting under the wheelchair right now. We look like he must shit up himself. He was one of the biggest vice because he was Minister of Work at the time, Bobby Pickers Gill. And he called for a halt to the road work. Bobby Pickers Gill. It's on file. It's on you can Google it. Bobby Pickers Gill called for a halt to the road maintenance project by the Jamaica Labour Party. You may tell you?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Winston.
And so when that fund started to spend, the first allocation of that fund, it got towards the a road in Ardishaw constituency where they do a bypass road for Christiana. And some money was slated to do some road rehabilitation from Broadgate in St. Mary to Grazing Roundabout, and also to do the Westmoreland Bridge that lead up into St. Mary, up into Highgate. And those money was allocated from that fund. Unfortunately, the government changed by 2011. And that fund was moved, all of that fund, I think over 6 billion was allocated to that project in St. Mary. All that fund was moved and put in a Jeep. Right? And up to today, I can't see one Jeep project in Jamaica. I don't know of none. If anybody know of it, can tell me.
Let me tell us.
Right?
Let me
So we don't know where the money goes.
Let me tell us something, Winston. That bypass that you hear people talk about in Ardishaw constituency, that was not the only road. Every single farmer's road and so there's places that from 1989 road that was started by the JLP and abandoned by the People's National Party in the Northeast Manchester was totally rehabilitated. But they only highlight the bypass that he did. But there were several already in Northeast Manchester. I cannot tell you that. I know a lot of them. Places where roads have been, started in 1989, and the JLP lost that election and they stopped the road work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
this is what the PNP do all the time.
The thing is, I am not really knowledgeable about the politics now. Since we start listening to on live and stuff like that, I start learn things because honestly, we couldn't hold a straight conversation with nobody concerned in politics because we never really know much about politics. But me not telling no lie, me watch the lives, them watch Dujan live and me watch Black King, all of them, me just watch them and listen to them and so me start learn. And so now when me hear anybody say anything, me able now to counteract them. You understand? Because me never really know much about politics.
Yeah, unfortunately to say, Stacey, I could not recommend you to reading anymore, because most of what I know is when the Gleaner and the Observer are irrelevant.
Back in the days,
back in those days, I usually read a lot.
My father used to read Gleaner every Sunday. But him stop by it, you can't go up by house go find a piece of newspaper, He stop because he must appear rubbish are coming out,
Rubbish. Yeah, all the top journalists them die out. And I no longer read the Gleaner. I no longer read the Observer. I no longer read Star. So I could not recommend you to them to read them.
No, me learn only from Dujan,
So you have to just tune into these live and listen and learn.
Yeah, man, me learn only from Dujan too because Dujan always go back in a history. So me tune in to film live too.
And my teacher in those days was Matty Perkins.
Yeah, my father used to listen to him.
Yeah. And one of my favorite writer, two of my favorite writer in the Gleaner then was Edward Seaga and Martin Henry.
Winston, that's one of the problem. People consider the Gleaner, TV and those media houses as credible.
As credible, yeah.
And that's a problem. And then they're not being balanced and they're not being fair.
Like
so anything that they come with, they're running with it.
Yes.
You got to know when me watch a press conference and they just come out right out because she just come, Kalisha just come for just deflect everything from what
deflect everything. Yeah, we're talking about corruption and the PNP.
It burned me so much when me hear she come out and say it.
Yeah. Right? You're going to talk about Delroy Williams who just say him have an interest in the Central Manchester, Central Clarendon seat. And that are going to be news?
Yeah, but that's not what the press conference is about.
Oh my God. These people are something else, yeah?
I tell you, burn out my soul and me I watch it and me hear this girl come up with this thing. Me say, what the hell? But me like how the answer where she get. Me like how Mr. Morgan angler. Me not tell no lie.
Mr. Morgan was very exquisite, brother.
Yeah, man. And then when she named, just seal it off. She just seal it off.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so they shut down totally. So that way then we that try to run with tonight on the news. It not gonna work out for them.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I share the same
The Observer run with the story. The Observer run with the story, but not Gleaner not put out nothing yet. Observer made a report, but Gleaner has yet to do it.
I hope in the report them put the date and Campbell must resign though. I hope that a headline.
Go on, Marshall.
It's a JLP calls for resignation of Dayton Campbell.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
so I
that's
was
what
saying
it
the
says.
same thing. I don't.
Go on, Marshall. Go on. Mr. King, Crafty say you're over on YouTube.
They say somebody doing it again. They doing them thing and then they're asking for permission again.
King, you have the.
And I told them all they need to do is just ask for permission to do it. I'm gonna listen. We can't bother with them people, you know.
Black King.
Look at you,
Black King.
No.
You're popular enough, you're on YouTube, you're boss.
All right, look at it this way, Black King. The message is going on our next platform. It's not only here, it is transparent to our next audience. So make it stay.
But it is unfair. It is unfair to us, Tina, because we are not aware that we are being broadcasted on YouTube. We expect that our audience is from TikTok, right?
Okay.
So you can at least let the host know so that the host can notify his audience and his panelists that we are being broadcast on YouTube.
Yeah,
it is not fair to us.
On YouTube.
Then again, look at it this way. I don't know if I'm going to make a silly suggestion. Look at this way. If YouTube got it, isn't this YouTube a credible place where you could go back 10, 15 years and click on it and say, all right, this is a footing. Since the media houses isn't liable enough to do that, we can use this as a example. Just look up the person who is using it and go back on them platform and click on it the next 20, 50 years so we can use it in the school and teach the next generation and say, this is what Jamaica is coming from. And this is where Jamaica is now. Where media houses wasn't credible.
You have a point in it, Tina, because our media houses in Jamaica, they literally fail. And it is sad. It literally sad when it is TikTok. People literally have to be getting their credible news from. And it is just sad. You understand? When you have what? How many news media in the country? And I haven't heard the Lawrence Rose saga. I stand to be corrected. I haven't heard the Lawrence Rose saga and TVJ News late night. I talked to my auntie yesterday, and that lady watch news every single night, TVJ and CVM News. And she said she haven't heard it. When I play it on my phone, she was like, is this true? I said, yes, it's reality. You understand? So these news media, they're quick to go out now and jump around and talk about Delroy Williams want in Clarendon one seat. So what if the man can say he's a citizen? I can come and say I want a seat there as well. The big issue is the corruption that is taking place currently in the opposition, and they're not in governance. You understand? And the media houses aren't reporting these things. They're quick to say, Delroy Williams is saying this, and Privy Council, the JFJ is asking the administration whether they stand with Privy Council or CCJ. You understand? When the opposition leader literally goes in parliament and said he will not support and he will not show up at any meeting. So these are things it literally show that the media houses in Jamaica, they're bipartisan, they're PNP. And I will say this without an apology.
Just like when on the platform, I see when they try to derail on from the whole conversation. And sometimes they do it, sometimes they succeed because sometimes to not start about a whole different bunch of things and leave off of the topic that you guys were on.
That is true. Because this is what PNP they're good for. They're good when they see something is going on and they go to this track and they know we literally always fall in the trap. And then when they ask a question, we literally start getting upset. And sometimes I always say to my fellow Laborites, put your emotions aside. Because sometimes we're on TikTok and we see, for example, 20 people, you understand, watching. And in real fact, when the live literally done, you see 1,000 views and all of those stuff. So these are things that people are watching, you understand? And sometimes it get the best of me as well. You understand? It get the best.
Mario.
But
you know one of the problem is that we love debate. And as somebody come, we want to debate a point. And that's the problem.
Dimi, I am guilty of that. I love debate. Honestly to God.
But like how Petal and Kizzy angle them sometimes because they make them no stress. We're not talking about that, we're not talking about that. We're talking about so and so. And Miss Chin always stand her grounds. Miss Chin no make them derail or any at all. She just continue upon the road where she depend all the time. I notice say she always do that.
But the real issue at hand, I saw it's not the first time I was scrolling on TikTok and I see Black King live streaming and I was like, okay then. You understand? It's not the first time. But that goes
they have been doing it for a long time. The other day 2 grand come and say it's him. Right? And that is what I don't like. I don't like it. If a 2 grand do it, him can say him do it, but him need to notify Black King and make him know. It is not fair. It is not fair to take somebody else's content and be using it, right? Yeah. Everybody look on things differently, but we come for TikTok audience. We come for TikTok audience. If we are aware that we are being broadcast on YouTube, is a total different thing. That means say you know. Who tell nobody say me want what me I say over TikTok to be broadcast on YouTube? If me not give no consent to that, it is wrong. We don't have a problem with getting the message out, but it is not so. It is not. Black said he has no issue. Well, Black King, the gentleman say you say you not no issue. Cause me just know say
no. I said to it, as long as when they're doing it, I said as long as when they're doing it, they come and get our permission. That's why I said X 2 grand. If you read the message what I said to you, I said, listen, I haven't got no problem, but you need to come and get the permission before you do it, so that when someone come and ask, I can say, yeah, I gave, yeah, I did know about it. That's what I said.
Black 2 grand. Your advice can be licensed, but me have a right to know where I am on TikTok. I'm not on YouTube.
2 grand. Look on the message that
on a public platform. I am not on YouTube. Right?
I understand it. I understand, Casey. A lot of us don't believe in principles. You understand? Because sometimes some people don't know. So you see, it's not everything that a person do is liable. But sometimes you do something that you act out of principles, right? And principles is also something that guide us and guide society.
And 2 grand, not cutting you out, Winston. And 2 grand, don't believe that we are mad at you or something. We're just saying that it is just good to let the hosts be aware, and so you can tell the panelists that look, 2 grand or whatever is going to stream this on YouTube. You understand? Because each time Lashika is doing it, she asks Chuck what he has
he asked Chuck about it, and Chuck give her the go ahead. So it's not that we're saying that you cannot do it. We're not saying that do not do it, none at all. We're not saying that, and it's not like we're mad at you. But what the point that Kizzy is getting across, Winston, myself, and others are getting across. Just let us know that look, we're going to live stream on YouTube, so be aware of it. And I doubt anybody will go against it, because we're trying to get the story out so people can literally understand what is it currently going on in Jamaica, and how the media house literally is a PNP, is a set of PNP then. You understand?
Well said, Mario. Well said. It's all about principle, nothing else.
So it's just that we're not mad at you. We're not upset.
So I understand what he's saying. Black King, I'm not sure if you understand what he's saying. He said he told you he will always do it, meaning that he wouldn't come back to you to seek a permission every day, because he said he told you that he would always do it. And so you said you don't have an issue. So once he said he would always, I think that's where the issue comes in. So I don't know if you want him to tell you every day.
Kizzy, you understand what he's saying, Kizzy?
Yeah, because he said then there YouTube I tell be a lie.
Listen, me know what $2,000 do, you know. Me know $2,000 for years. Me know what $2,000 do. I support his channel, I support his work. I mean, know that $2,000 defend the party publicly out there on social media active as well. Not just on YouTube. Me know what $2,000 do. What I am saying is sometimes, for example, you have persons who will come in at the box. Yeah, and they are labor rights and they mean well, but they're not eloquent and they don't express themselves in the right terms. And we don't want to put nobody in a situation where nobody can go sue them or whatever. So it is up to Black King to make persons know, say, listen, be mindful on the words, because it is being broadcast on YouTube and other places. You understand?
Yeah, man. What he's saying now, Kizzy, that at the present moment, then they over YouTube a live on Mackenzie, and it's a Black King live a debunk it. So the conversation.
We know them a lie already. We know them a lie already. That is not the point. We have to deal with the lie them every single day. So that's not new. It's just another another manufactured lie. Them start with this morning. As a matter of fact, them start with it from last night. Ingram are the first Maddie Missy run out of contact about breaking news. That big stinking man.
I saw it from yesterday.
You understand?
But you know,
but it is good to caution the people, because you have some persons come up in the back sometimes, them shy, them not really want even come in at the box. So we don't want to turn off people and make them scared. No one say, oh, them over YouTube or whatever. You understand?
Yeah, man.
We want people to be aware. So they know that what they're saying is not just to the 80 people or maybe the 20 where they open fire you or wherever, but it is being broadcast to a wider audience, because $2,000 following big over YouTube. Facts.
Stacey?
Yeah.
There's anything else that you would like to add?
No,
after
sir.
make our point?
No, sir. I'll be going.
We have someone more answer.
Okay.
So you couldn't tell Mr. Tina time run off a TikTok.
We see this one.
Yeah, man, she can't manage. Tina Times can't manage.
No, that me here say him go call out a certain radio station, say them who much tax on him run for last week.
Yeah, I mean, this is the video there.
So
yeah, she never used the word alleged. So yeah.
For me, I
get to understand that Mr. Clifford's lawyer had already looked into the matter, so she's in problem.
Some of them forget so, yeah.
Yeah, man. The thing is, they believe that every single, person is the same, and everybody are gonna just work the same and just lay over, let them lie on them, and do all kind talk all manner of evil about them and all of that, and they run with it. And
Mario, Mr. Hughes have a brand a business and
Yeah,
a
him a
reputation to defend. So you can't just get up and chat rubbish about people business and people brand.
You know who me used to sit with to the one where they call herself Right Mango, but a long time I not see nothing from she.
One major investigation I go on pan them, you know, so them have to know what them a do.
Oh Lord. Anyway, guys, me I go and listen, no enjoy the rest of the day and listen to me, no keep focus and no make them come and control no half and me couldn't go and we over one next place and talk about some other things.
We come out of silent mode now. That major, what you call it here, investigation is between she and where the brown teeth one. They need to know and come up to the court now. Time for them to go to prison. They need to go to prison, man. About the Sylvia murder of his wife. They need.
Yeah. Now worry yourself, man. Carl, I got where the DPP name?
Paula Lewin.
Paul, I got drop it like a hat from them, man. Now worry yourself.
I said they never want her back, you know, because them know so she'll come with fire in her eye, you know.
Yeah, I got drop it like a hat.
Yes, man.
Anyway, guys, have a wonderful day.
All right, Stacy. Have a good afternoon.
Nathaniel, you still there? How the second chance?
Nathaniel, good to cook, man. Nathaniel is a cook, you know.
Nathaniel, how the second chance got to you? I mean, you say you have a look second chance, you know. How you go? Talk to it. Nathaniel. You for Nathaniel at all.
Can't talk to no now. Me have something in my mouth. Can't talk to no now.
And what you have in your mouth now, Nathaniel?
Nathaniel, on a mango time, you know.
Tell me, saying can't talk to nobody. I have something in my mouth. I put something up in me too.
Cotton.
But anyway, guys, I want to
add coffee.
Coffee.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, guys, we need to continue beat and teach. Coffee, what go on daily?
Right. Nothing much. So this is what Kizzy just was talking about. Because you don't know that you're on YouTube, you're gonna talk any and anything. However, if you know, we know someone up on YouTube, we're gonna keep it professional all the way, at least for a few hours or so, you know, without any kind of other kind of interruption. But you still don't want any kind of mixed signal or mixed messages going out. So see, don't having a little downtime now. Nobody wouldn't really want that on YouTube.
Yeah.
Right.
You know? So if somebody want to rebroadcast your program, let you know. So you can say, okay, this is the topic we're going to talk about. And if somebody want to stray, you can draw them back in line and say, listen, we are being broadcast on YouTube. So we have to keep it on a professional level.
On a professional level, yeah.